What's up, Padawans? What's up, Padawan? I know it's been a while since I did a video, but I want to talk about this guy. His name is Elon James White. Now, I had a little run-in with him on Twitter, and because this guy, I saw him on TV, and this guy talks about white supremacy and Black Lives Matter, which is like, yes, man, when he starts talking about Black Lives Matter and empty chair, it kind of got under my skin, because being a black man, and you see people like him talk about white supremacists this, white supremacists that, it kind of, it's like you sit on, and he owns his business called blackness, which it should be called whiteness. And the reason why, to me, it's like this, where he just said and talk about, oh, white supremacy this, white supremacy that, and all this, so on and so forth, but then throws, when I asked him about Bill Cosby and said what I had to say, he gets mad and butthurt, and first thing he wants to say is call me names and so on and so forth, because I looked at things different than he does. And I actually sit there and I told him I will actually show you this, and he actually blocked me on Facebook, not Facebook, but Twitter. And because I feel like this guy doesn't believe in Black Lives Matter. He's only there for a paycheck, and I'm gonna show you what this guy, like, I'm gonna show you what he tweeted to me. And it's kind of funny how this guy sits up here and he gets butthurt, and he sits up and gets all mad because I spoke the truth. I really put it out there. I really spoke the truth, that I don't, because I'm not gonna back down and kiss his ass just because he's on TV. Like, this is what he said. This is what I told him. It's black entertainers are guilty for everything, but not white entertainers. I guess you can't be black in the entertainment business. And he goes on and gets mad about what I've said. And I keep tweeting him and he says, do you know innocent men have been sent to prison for crimes they didn't do? The crime, and the crimes is rape. Do your homework. And he gets, like I said, he's getting mad at me. Do you think? And he brings up children. When did children come about? All I'm saying is, black men get accused of crimes they didn't commit, but he brings up children. See, he went so far off track. But when I sit there and I try to put it out there and trying to tell him that I hope it says, but it makes it hard. I'm just saying, I'm trying to tell him this whole Bill Cosby thing. It makes it hard to believe them half of them are lies. I'm just trying to say half of them are lying. And I actually got his ass. It says, when Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, Eric Garner was killed, you was on their side, but when Bill Cosby needed you, you abandoned him. He gets mad about that too. Compare Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, Eric Garner to Cosby. It's so ignorant. I don't think you believe that shit. Go fuck yourself. He tells me go fuck myself. Like, I will actually show you what he tweeted to me. Like, I've actually put this out here. Look, this is all the statements. Is black, so you can't be black. So black entertainers are guilty for everything, but not whites entertainers. I guess you can't be a black entertainer these days. He gets mad about that. And then I put, do you know innocent men have been sent to prison for crimes they didn't? I'm just putting it out there, man. The innocent men has been put in jail for crimes they didn't commit. And I tell him to go do his homework. And he brings up kids. I was like, okay, where do kids come from? I'm just saying, innocent men have been like, innocent kids do get molested and all like that. But this guy sits on TV talking about white supremacy and Black Lives Matter, and he brings up kids. And I tell him, but it makes it harder to believe them when half of them are lying. And he gets on, he says, are we just saying random understatements that is 75% dogs have? To me, he's going off. I'm just saying, look, man, a lot of men get accused of crimes they didn't commit. But you sitting up there saying Black Lives Matter and talking about white supremacists, but you throw a black man under the bus. It says when Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, Eric Gardner was killed, you was on their side, but when Bill Cosby needed help, you abandoned him. And he gets mad about what I said to him. He says when I compare them to Bill Cosby, it's ignorant. And I don't think, he don't think I believe that shit, and he told me to go fuck myself. So when I sit there and look at things different from him, it says, at least I'm not a white man. This is what I told him. It says, at least I'm not a white man wannabe. I don't kiss white supremacists' ass just to be on TV. And that's what I told him. And it is true. And then he gets mad and says, I don't kiss white supremacists' ass to be on television. Same dude up holding whatever. He sits there and gets mad at me. Then I call his ass out on it and says, you blind me, how white of you? You sit on TV preaching about Black Lives Matter and you pull this bullshit by being a man and stop hiding. He sits there and says, I'm so white, I block dick holes. Why you call me dick hole? I didn't call you a body part. Now that's the point. That's one thing I want to know. When you get pissed off, why do you want to call me a body part? To me, I'm not trying to be mean to homosexuals, but are you gay for calling me a dick hole? Look, if you want to piss me off, just tell me KFC went out of business. Just tell me Kool-Aid stop. Just tell me the company that makes Kool-Aid stop making Kool-Aid. Just tell me watermelons are extinct. Don't sit there and pull your homosexual. You must be homosexual or he's a homophobe. They call somebody a dick hole because he must love dick or something. I don't know. And he calls him a rapist. And then when I apologize to him, he says, I'm sorry for the things I said to you. It's just people will always look at black men as a criminal and no one cares. And this is funny. This is what he told. This is some stuff. He said, and you have the nerve to tell me about black men are seen as criminals. Are you fucking shitting me? Kick rocks. Kick rocks. Let me tell you something, Mr. Elon and James White. You sit here and you say you know how black men are seen as criminals, but you sit on social media you sit on social media and just accuse a black man of a crime they didn't commit, but you know that black men are being accused of crimes they didn't commit. What kind of men are you to sit up here and throw a black man under the bus? You are white supremacists. You are the face of white supremacists. You sit up on national TV talking about white supremacists and Black Lives Matter, but you throw a black man under the bus. You know the outcome of when black people walk down the street, they get accused of every crime in the book, even rape, murder, prostitution, selling drugs, so on and so forth. Even black kids getting accused of these crimes. How can I sit there and trust? Look, one thing is, don't sit up here and try to call me names because you have jack shit to do with your life. Besides sit up on TV and lie to people, Black Lives Matter, but that nigga over there, he's guilty. That's what you are. You are such a sellout, and I was right to call you a white man wannabe, because if you was really down with black folks, you would not throw a black man under the bus. You would actually sit up there and say, well, I really don't know about this Bill Cosby thing, because you know, if I was in his shoes, I would be like, if you know that black men have been accused of crimes they didn't commit and spent years in prison. Years in prisons. But you did not do that. You sat there and accused a black man, and you're a black man yourself. You're a black man yourself, and you accuse a black man of crimes he probably didn't commit, because there's no evidence. There's no evidence. When I brought up that John Travolta thing at you didn't say nothing about. So I was right about what I said the first time. When you're so black entertainers are guilty, but not white entertainers. Because if you was really looking out for blacks or trying to speak out for blacks, I wouldn't be throwing a black man on the bus just to get a paycheck from CNN or MSNBC or ABC and CBS and Fox News and all like that. But I'll tell you this, I ain't the only one that called his ass out. I ain't the only one. This Ballin calls his ass out too. I'm gonna show you. Straight to Elon James. This is him. He says, it's hard to support the empty chair movement. Why is there no support for black men that had been falsely accused? And I loved it. And the reason why, and I like how he put that, it's hard to support the empty chairs movement. Why is there no support for men that have been falsely accused? And he probably want to answer that back. But it's like this though. I answered the question, same thing. I asked him the same damn thing. And this man, this Elon James White, sit up here and acts like black lives does not matter. Yeah, like black lives really doesn't matter, because if he did, he would not sit there, oh, that nigga's guilty. If I just don't get it, that this guy would sit up here and tell the world that black lives matter, but say black lives matter, but he sits there and throws a black man under the bus. He throws a black man under a bus, and you sit up here and say, black lives matter? And this guy, that is baller guy, I'm loving his status, and the reason why, because he's speaking the truth. Like right here, it says, some may say this is evil, but I couldn't care less about the empty chairs. A man falsely accused suffers, and the accuser never faced justice. I love how this man's putting things. He says, why is there no fuss about the man that falsely accused? Those women who falsely accused should suffer. And I'm like, I kind of agree with them. It says, whether you like it or not, men are sometimes victimized by false accusing. I.e. Rolling Stone's article, Duke, he talks about this Duke guy, and like I said, I agree with this dude about what he's saying. He's really putting that out there on Front Street about this, and y'all look up to this man as a hero. What kind of people are you that this man would sit there and glamorize white supremacy and then turn around? He'll sit up at Black Lives Matter, but he doesn't. To him, he gets paid just to say that. He gets paid to say that. To me, what I said is true. You just a white wannabe. You're nothing but you ain't nothing but a male version of Rachel Dolezal, a white man with blackface. I'm Afro Joe, telling like a TIS. Tell me what you think down in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Subscribe to my channel, CeeLo Jr. 2, CeeLo Jr. 3. And follow me on Twitter. Peace, love, and Africa. Thumbs up on this.